Hey man, I was fucking rocking out to this.
Yeah, like it's a good song.
Yeah.
I have changed my playlist in 10 years. Oh god.
It's very loud.
Damn it. Look in the mirror and you'll see that it's not worth wasting your time with things that destroy your soul. Gather the pieces to the puzzle. Hello, and welcome to Class Trip. I, of course, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am joined today by the students of Special Class Operations Sigma. I gotta work on my names. All right, but anyways, these guys, which I will now introduce in no particular order. You better watch out because he's keeping score. We got Gnick here with us today, joining the team. And of course, increasingly exasperated, we have Norbog here as well, everybody's favorite hug bear. Wondering why everybody's just being so mean all the time. We have Angelo here as well. And increasingly concerned at the way that things are connected, we have Lairah joining us as well here. And Bianca is thinking that she's maybe not going to go in any more carts. Yeah, just as a soft rule for the future. When last we left our players, when after we left our heroes, they had been gathered together, and new students to the final adventuring course, Gnick and Bianca have been handed over to Lairah and Angelo to complete their field adventuring and get their field adventuring papers. They have been assigned a task to investigate the operations of an unusual organization that has been involved in very sinister things throughout the Sword Coast, from modifying monstrous creatures to trafficking in just bizarre potions that modify the body, give you incredible strength, but then may also kill you. And a number of other things, possible kidnappings, really bad stuff. So they got together, and it turns out Norbog's got something to do with this, some kind of secret mission, and she has decided to come along and, just hang as a bystander, really, just a would-be hanger-on joining the group. They took the time to investigate, asking around at the Avalon Knights Academy, checking with unusual shadowy individuals, and going into their carts and looking for things, and just asking around with a former Dragon Cult leader to see if he could shed light on the situation. Eventually, they resolved to go to a herbalist shop in Waterdeep. A gentleman by the name of Gizlo had been attacked by somebody reportedly using one of these enhancing potions, and they went to Gizlo to try and seek some information. Gizlo had broken down some of the components in it and found that they bore a striking resemblance to the Adola seed that Gnick carries around with him. So there may be some connection there, but Gizlo agreed to research it further for you. Just as it seemed things were winding up and some light theft occurred, the party heard screams and thumping outside as they went outside to find that bizarre winged reptiles in the sky are dropping lizard men on the middle of Waterdeep. And we now join that scene of combat in progress. So, as you guys step outside, you can see that the streets are busy. High above the sky. Oh, wait, not that one. This one. Sorry. Wrong fight music. That one's good, but it doesn't fit this one. So you can see high up in the sky these winged reptiles. You see these lizard folk jumping down. Two of them hit the ground in the street, and the paving stones crack beneath them and lift. As their bodies begin to grow and stretch, you can see the skin and scales beginning to separate on their bodies, exposing the sinew underneath, and then desperately trying to re-stitch themselves back together as they clutch massive clubs. They slowly rise up and begin to indiscriminately attack. Additionally, a few other regular lizardmen drop down from the sky and take up aggressive positions in the street. And a few others drop down on rooftops. These ones dress differently than the rest. For initiative, please. All right. Okay, and let me just add you guys in. So we got Norbog coming in with a 3.
Look, I'm just standing back. This is a student's thing. I want to see them in action before I act.
We got Lairah coming in with a 20.
Ready.
We got Angelo coming in with a 14. And we got Ganik coming in with a 4. Or do you have advantage, Ganik?
No, that's a 4.
Okay. Just checking to make sure. And then, last but not least, we have Bianca with a 5. So everybody's just super ready to go. All right. So at the top of the round, Lairah.
Okay. Well, Lairah seeing all of this is immediately concerned for all the citizens' safety. So it's wild shape time. She's gonna go to direwolf form.
Okay.
And run it and attack lizard folk. 5.
Very
And
This one doesn't appear to be having any kind of issue with growth. This looks like a regular one. I'm gonna go ahead and put markers on the ones that are growing.
And that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm getting all the good ones. I'm not going to be...
Oh.
This is really worrisome for later. But for now, it's 9 piercing damage, and then they have a DC strength save. 13.
All right. So you come up in your wolf form and you bite into him. Scales and flesh go flying, and he attempts to hold his ground, but he falls over. And so he getting mauled. Do you have any follow-up attacks?
Nope.
Oh,
We're just going to be smug about him being prone.
all right. He is prone then. And I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, sure. That's prone. All right. Next up. This lizard folk up on the rooftop leans over the edge and puts a blow dart to his lips and shoots a dart at this gentleman down below. And he hits him. And that's his turn. What does that mean? Who knows? It's probably nothing. Next up is Lizard Folk 1. This guy begins to rapidly grow in size. And he smashes his massive club on the ground, screaming in animalistic rage before charging forward. And he makes a mad swipe at Ganik. That is a 15, sir. That hit? He hits you for 16 bludgeoning damage with a strike that shakes the very ground.
That hurt. That hurt immensely. 16 damage is I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit.
No, Nick.
This lizard folk runs to the edge of the building and fires a blow dart at this gentleman here. And he gets a 14, so he's hit. Probably nothing you need to worry about. I mean, Angelo, your turn.
There are so many lizard folk. This is so hard to follow. Which one got shot from the roof? Can you ping it for me?
Oh, sure. You know what? Whenever a civilian gets shot, I'm going to add a blue dot to them.
Oh,
actually, I'll add a green
good.
dot. There we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not... Okay, good. Sweet. Okay, I'm really panicked about my friend Yannick. And there's this big, giant lizard folk attacking him. I actually really like this thing that I did last time where I got my mage hand to play my drum for me and keep my beat. And I know that my sword does cool things when I sing with it. So, lizard folk, see how you grow. I'm gonna do my best to see if it will slow and slice.
Give me that swing.
I'm working on it.
All right.
Two-handed.
All right. That is a hit. You carve the flesh, like cutting into a piece of meat. It peels open at the strike of your blade with a bit of an extra whoosh from the vibrations of your singing resonating through your sword. It splits wide, and as it does, you see the sinews of the muscle desperately reaching back out to each other and trying to stitch back together around your sword.
Okay. Well, I'll pull my sword back out if I can.
No, that's good.
Okay, good. I don't want it to get swallowed or something. I don't know. You're creative. And I will also throw a healing word at my friend, Nick.
Nick, regain 6 HP.
Thank you.
Kind of like try and help him out because he felt like laying down.
All right, this guy goes up to this old man and beats him to death with a club. And he misses. The old man is unusually nimble. Then he tries to bite him, but he gets him with a bite and almost kills him. All right. Next up is Lizard Folk number 3. And he goes off to find his own civilian to snack on. And goes ahead and does a bite on him. And fails, so this guy dodges. All right. Number 4 also grows in size. And obliterates this dude.
Oh.
Yeah, he is destroyed. All right. Bianca?
I'm so stressed out. Okay, so
Ditto.
seeing Gannick get just fucking smashed down.
Rocked.
Yeah. She's gonna cast Mage Armor on herself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up, which makes her AC 16.
Yep.
And then also, she's going to use her bonus action. She's gonna pull out her rapier. She's gonna use her bonus action to cast her Blade Song.
Yep.
Which brings her AC up to 20.
Okay.
And that's...
Oh, I need all the armor I can get.
Yeah, yep. 16 HP would have left me on 4. So, that, whew. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be her whole turn, is doing, doing that. Just emotionally preparing herself.
This guy scoots across the rooftops to here. Nick, it's your turn.
Oh. After recovering.
That's all you got? Come on.
Yeah, I see the big guy, and immediately I go flame sword, and I want to activate my flame sword and just try to slash him down.
All right, give him that hot slash.
Boy!
Oh, damn, that's a crit, Nick.
So he brings it down with the fury right in the middle, slashing down.
Oh, blazing arcs of flame as you cut through this lizard folk in all directions, and you sear the edges of the cut shut with your blazing sword. And so this time they're unable to try and knit back together.
And then for my movement, oh jeez, the music is really pumping me up right now. I just want to get around him. I just want to get right behind him, right here.
All right, you want to slip. He is a large creature, so I will say that you can slip under him, but we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. Would you like to use acrobatics or athletics? Do you want a football player this and like shove and get around him? Or do you want to be nimbly bimbly and like slide under his legs and get behind him?
Let's go for athletics. Football it, baby.
All right, football it. Give him a good shove and get behind him. Use that orcish strength. Oh, you do it. You give him a good shove, and he like staggers back a little bit from the blow, and you're able to just kind of weave in behind him. Norbog?
I'm not going to move yet because I have long reach and can actually hit him if I'm standing 10 feet away.
Okie dokie.
But I am going to rage.
Yeah.
Because this thing has just knocked some of my students about. So I'm going to take first hit with my Heart's Thorn Thicket. First swing is a critical miss.
Okie dokie.
11.
Not great.
No. The second one is 12.
No.
Oof.
Bianca's going to ask you why you're here again after the fight.
Yes, she is.
You have reckless attacks?
Not at this level, I don't think I do.
I don't know when they come in.
I do, but I don't want to use it. I don't like reckless attack, actually.
All right.
No, I'm done then. That's my 2 actions and my bonus action. I'm real happy to be here, kids. Good luck.
Okay, excellent. Woo! All right. And now is the lizard man that Lairah has on the ground. And it is going to attempt to swing its club at Lairah at disadvantage. That's a 7. Then it's going to attempt to bite Lairah at disadvantage. That's a 17. That's 7 piercing damage. Much less than the big one. Now, at the top of the round, the 2 humans that were hit begin to scream and hunch over and writhe in pain as they begin to expand in size. And people start to GTFO because nobody wants any of this. And Lairah, you go ahead and you take your turn while I'm moving the civilians around. Lairah?
I'm muted. Whoops.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't be shy. You can...
This really looked like I was mumbling to myself for a minute, but I'm going to attack the same one. Same thing.
Give him another
Got a
shot.
system down. Aww. And this one is a 19 to hit.
Actually, you have advantage, so you can roll both of them.
Oh, let's see. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we're gonna take the first one. Yeah, I like the 19. We're gonna stick with that one. And then 12 piercing damage and another strength saving throw of 13.
All right. Well, he didn't get up, so he's still down.
Well, he's good. Just in case.
Push him into the ground some more. So you basically shred whatever is left of this lizard folk, and he dies underneath your massive bear form.
Cool. And I would like to use me movement to get, like, let's say here for the big old lizard guy.
All
So
right.
now he can be flanked, like more
Excellent.
ish.
All right. Next is this guy who runs across the rooftops over here. Doop. And gets out his blowgun and aims it at Bianca. And fires a poison dart at Bianca for an 18, which
Miss,
is not
motherfucker.
penetrate. Nope.
She said, "Fuck you."
And now it's this big guy in front of you guys. And he's just ferocious, raging beast. Sees Lairah come over and makes a mad bite at her with a critical hit
It had to happen at some point.
for 21 damage.
Oof.
As massive lizard jaws wrap around your bear form, carving into you.
I'm still in wolf form though.
After it does this brutal bite, it arches its back, flailing its limbs, dropping its club to the ground. Just a wave of blood begins to shoot from its mouth as it coughs, and you hear a pop inside its chest, and it collapses dead in front of you. Next up is the shaman, and who runs across the roof over here, attempting to get a beat on one of you guys, but there's carts in the way. Angelo.
The first thing I'm gonna do is, having seen Norbog try and fail, I turn to her. There, Norbog. You can do this. I have so much faith in you. Consider yourself bardically inspired. And then I'm doing the big wink that Gnick did before. It's like caught on now. And I'm gonna move. Also, everything else I had planned stopped existing after this guy died in front of me. So, like, give me a second. I can't get very far, really, anywhere. Oh, but I can use my action to move too, right?
You sure can.
Cool,
You
cool,
can
cool,
double
cool,
move
cool.
if you like.
Maybe I think I'm cool. Maybe I'm gonna move. I know, laughing. That's what I do. I'm gonna move my 30 feet, and as I'm running, I'm gonna shoot from my crossbow.
All right.
And I'm aiming at Lizard Folk 4.
Okay.
Didn't hit. Boo.
Bounces
Not
off
as cool
of his
as I thought.
thick scales. All right.
That's-
More attacks happen against innocent bystanders, and an old man dies. As a lizard man chomps down on him repeatedly. And another guy goes after. And another guy dies. As a lizard man chomps down on him repeatedly. And this big guy looks down at the bolt on the ground that Angelo just shot at him and roars and runs up to Angelo and just takes a sweeping strike with his mace. That is a 15 versus your AC, Angelo.
Yeah, it hits.
That is 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I can handle 6.
Oh, wait, no.
But ouchie.
Sorry. I rolled the wrong one. Sorry, it's only 14 to hit. Does that still get you?
Tied to defender?
I did defender.
14.
Okay.
No, 14 is if it hits your AC, it beats your AC.
I give tie to defender.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's my bad.
No, that's okay. I know it's a book rule, but I give tie to defender.
That's totally cool. That is good to know.
That's okay. Look, you know, that's why they call me Benevolent Dungeon Master. Bianca, you're up.
How tall are these roofs?
The roofs, they vary in height. The one that you're next to is about 12 feet high.
Okay. And this, hold on. This is the one that shot at me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try and get up there?
Absolutely.
Dope. What do? Roll things? Don't roll I don't know.
But look, tell me a story. How are you going to get up there?
I mean, if there's something to sort of like kick off of,
There is a rain barrel next to a drain right here.
I would love to run up to that and kick off and get up onto this roof.
All right. Acrobatics.
Dope. I have advantage on those right now because of my
Super.
blade song. Okay.
Show me some ninja shit.
Okay.
Come on.
So, what do I have to acrobatics?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Wizard.
16.
16. Yeah, that's enough to do that.
Dope.
All right.
Dope. Okay. So, how much movement would you say that it's like 15 to get up just to the barrel for me.
We'll say 15 to get up to the barrel, and then you do a leap, and then I'll give you another 10 feet of movement.
Okay, I have 40 normally, but...
Okay, so I'll give you another 15 feet of movement.
Okay. That's because of the song.
Yeah.
I'm trying to measure how far I have for that. Dope. Okay, I'm gonna move up to this bitch. I'm gonna slice at him.
All right.
With my sword.
Give him a slice.
Ooh, that's good. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's a hit. That'll do it. Give me some damage.
Okay. Oh, it's the worst damage.
Excellent.
It is 4 total, because I rolled a 1.
Nice. So you nick him a little bit, and some lizard scales go off, and he gets a little bit of blood, and he hisses at you with his tongue, and just kind of gets ready to engage you in fisticuffs.
Good. Incredible. I spit at him. That's my whole turn.
I give him the spit. All right. This guy is going to jump down, and he is going to shoot his blow dart at Angelo. And that's a 23.
Ouchie! Why are you picking on me, bro?
And look, you're up front.
I'm dumb.
Here's how this works. The good news is you only take 1 piercing damage.
What's the bad news?
You need to make a Constitution save.
That's bad news.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it could be worse. Okay. Everybody's
don't
just
die.
like giving me good vibes.
Please don't die to this weird magic meth.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a critical fail. So you can no longer discern friends from foes. And as the dart punctures your skin, you can feel your body growing at an incredible rate. You are becoming stronger than ever before. So strong that your skin cannot hold in the growth of your body, and your skin is beginning to separate. You will repeat
Chat
this.
said you have to protect me at all costs. Chat said this.
You will repeat this save at the end of each of your turns. Every time you fail, you will gain another 5 strength but lose 10 HP. Until you die, until you get 2 successful saves, or until you are cured.
Oh my gosh, that's so much information. 5
Okay.
strength, 2 HP till
No,
I
10
die.
HP.
10 HP till I die.
Mm-hmm. Or until you are cured, or until you succeed 2 saves in a row.
What can cure me? Do I know this?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because there's a herbalist shop right behind you. With perhaps somebody that you could ask about that. But anyways, it's Gnick's turn.
Okay.
And I scream out, Angelo, if you can hear me, if you can concentrate and discern friend versus foe, go into the herbalist shop. Or somebody, please. Norbog, please grab
Angelo
the herbalist.
cannot.
Norbog, please. And then with my plea and cry to save my friend, I want to jump off the cart.
Yep.
And I want to land in between these 2 lizard folks. And as I jump, I scream out, Thunder Wave! And I just want to smash it down in the middle.
Oh, I love that imagery. Just leap off the cart and like thunder wave smash at the end. It's beautiful. All right, give me that thunder wave.
All right. Actually, at level 3, or at any level, rather, you got to do a con save of 13.
All right. Well, the first one does a con save of 20. And the other does con save of 3. So let's see that damage.
Thunder Wave!
All right, 14. So this guy will take half, because he saved. The other guy is thrown back into the street and takes the full 14, and he is heavily damaged. Hissing at you the entire way, his reptilian claws grabbing at the paving stones as he's thrown back.
And for my, because I have a bonus action.
Hit him.
Pretty much. For my bonus action, I would like to. I scream out. I don't know how to say this word, so I'm going to say it how Leroy translates it. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. And I'm going for
Sha-la-la.
This one on the Sha-la-la-la. Is he on the ground now? The one that's still on the roof? Did it obscure anything to make him topple, or is he still up there?
We'll put him on the ground for you.
Cool. And so I do Shilla-laugh.
Yep.
I get really excited, you guys.
Damn, man. So, correct me if I'm wrong. This is how I picture this sorting out.
Okay.
Leap off the cart, hit the ground, thunder wave. The other guy's knocked back. The other guy holds his ground, and it's just a turn and a backhand with the shalala. You crack him. He spits out some sharp teeth.
And that'll be it for me.
All right. Okay, dead people don't get turns. It's a hard rule, but a fair one. Now it's Lyra's turn.
No, you always skip
Oh,
me.
did I skip you?
Always.
Oh, I'm sorry, Norbog. It's
Now
Norbog's
you skip
turn.
me twice a week.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's
Norbog's turn.
Yeah, as
I
she
get
watches,
excited and I move things forward without
fast.
doing stuff. Yeah. All right.
I hear Gnick call this out to me, and I take off running though in the opposite direction because I call back. I'm not really good at medicine. You don't want me doing medicine. This is not my forte. My forte instead is running after bards who have just done something stupid because I have a lot of experience doing that. And so I'm going to.
Cool. There was a crossbow involved.
It did look very cool, and we're gonna get you better. So I'm gonna run up next to Angelo and take my 2 swings at this giant guy's. First swing is 12. Oh my god.
Nope.
No.
You're still inspired.
24
That's a hit.
for 21 damage. I know. I'm usually great at this.
She's like, guys, I'm usually really good at this. I'm sorry.
Look, I don't have my emotional support warlock with me, okay?
Yeah, that's true. All right. Anything else?
No. Nope. I'm good. Those are my 2 actions.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the civilians go, and one runs up behind Norbog and desperately tries to whap her, screaming ferociously as his body grows far beyond what he can handle. 15 versus AC. Nah,
Nope.
he can't. Whatever. All right.
Whatever. You've almost killed Angelo. You don't get to whatever this group.
No, I'm just saying, whatever. I mean, you can handle that. That's fine.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
And this guy comes up and tries to whap this lizard man, but the lizard man dodges because these humans that have been hit with these darts appear to be just full savagery. All right. Next up is the one that is next to our good friend. Next is Lairah.
Yeah.
Then the other one. I gotta watch
okay.
myself.
So.
Also at the top of the round, sorry, Lairah. Gizlo runs out of his shop carrying 4 potions. Sorry it took so long. I figured you guys would need these.
What are these?
I only had a little bit of time to study it, but I think this can cure it.
Well, nice. I assume Lairah can't really do much about that because she's in wolf form, but maybe someone with like opposable thumbs could do something.
He's like, okay, so he is right here with 4 of those potions as we go into Lyra's
no
turn.
hands.
Yeah, you don't have hands. That's okay.
Just chomp them. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. I don't want to risk breaking those bottles. So, okay, how tall is the Den Mother's wall? How tall can that be?
I believe I set it at 10 feet.
Okay. This is gonna be weird, but I would like to dash over yonder and cast the wall to elevator me up to the shaman.
Absolutely.
And
All
yeah.
right.
And it'll still be there. I can't attack because that was an action, but I'm gonna heal. Spending a spell slot, and I'm gonna heal for an amount that is 1.
Excellent.
Better than nothing. I'll take it.
So you heal for 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a whole 10 HP as a wolf.
All right. This guy's not loving this whole situation. So he is going to take some attacks at both of you guys. And he throws his claws at Bianca for 12. No, it's not going to do it. And throws his bite at Lairah. Chomp, chomp. Oh, that's an 11.
No.
Shamans don't have much. All right. This guy, however, still has a dart left, but he doesn't want to use it in close proximity to Gnick, so he's going to throw a bite at 7. I don't imagine that gets you Gnick. And then he throws claws at 13. Does that get you? Yeah. Okay. 6 slashing damage as you are raked with these reptilian claws. Do not interfere. Angelo, I need you to roll. Just a d6 could work. And Norbog, do you want to be odd or even?
I'll take even.
All right.
Take even.
So
I know what
you want to hit Norbog. You currently have an additional +2 to your attack over what you normally have. Also +2 damage.
I'm looking around and I can feel myself growing, and I'm so confused, and I have my crossbow in my hand, and Norbog's right there, and I can't attack with the crossbow. It's too close. I do a full-handed swing, just backhand punch her in the face.
Okay. You that hit?
Unarmed strike. +2 is 17.
Oh yeah, she gets me. He gets me.
For
And
5
then
bludgeoning
+5.
damage.
You get Norbog pretty good in the face, but she just shrugs it off. It's nothing.
And then I look really like I knew that was bad, but not. I feel like I need to do it again somehow, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. I need you to make another con save, please. You get worse. You gain another +5 to your strength, and you lose 10 HP.
Did I also lose 10 last time, or was it just the one, the initial one before?
Just the one. The first one you lose control, and then everything after that.
Okay, 10 damage, and +5 to strength. Yeah.
Yep. So you have another plus. Now you're up to an additional +3, so a
10.
total of +5 to your strength attacks and damage. All right. Next up, lizard men run amok. And lastly is this one in front. And it goes to make a attack against poor Norbog. Club smash, 20 for 12 bludgeoning damage.
6 because I'm raging.
Oh, gotta take that down. And after the club comes down and actually breaks over you trying to take the hit. These aren't well-made weapons for these creatures for some reason.
Norbog shakes the wood shards out of her hair.
It kind of grasps at its chest, clawing, pulling the flesh open, and then it just erupts, vomiting blood onto the street before hunching over and collapsing on itself. And now it's Bianca's turn.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna. How close to the edge of the roof is this shaman?
He's very close to the edge.
Can I try shoving him off?
He's about maybe 2 feet. Yeah, you could try and give him a shove.
It's probably not gonna go very well for me, but I think it'd be fun.
Give him a shove.
All right. What do you want me to roll?
Roll an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Or, you could shove him with a weapon. Just attack him.
Just an attack?
Yeah, make an attack.
Okay. It's not great. I don't know if this hits. 13?
No. Well,
Yep.
Yeah, it's high defender, so no.
Rip. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's the only thing I can do.
That's
So.
what you got. Okay. Woof.
Listen,
All right.
I'm a wizard. I don't have extra attacks and shit.
That's fair.
I am a buddy.
All right. Next up is this guy, and he is tied up with this enormous human, and he attempts to bite and claw at him. He's like, this is not how this is supposed to go. He's clawing at him. Art. And he gets him with 1, and this hulking out human dies in the street. All right. Nick.
So with being a little bit damaged now, I put my hand on my chest and I go, Sylvanas, give me strength. And I'm casting Cure Wounds.
All right.
For 11. Yay!
You
And
cure
then,
wounds for 11.
I look at the guy right next to me and I juggle my staff to do another backhand, casting Thunder Wave. That's another con save of 13.
No, doesn't make it. Let me see that damage. All right, for 13 thunder damage, and this guy is blasted to pieces as his scattered lizard parts shower across the street.
And for movement, I need to get back to this guy to get the medicine.
All right,
And I
hands over
scream
the
out,
4 potions to you.
"Thank you."
See if you can get it into the big one. All right, Norbog.
I see Ganik do this, and I hold Angelo down because I'm very strong.
All right.
I can hold over 1,000 pounds down. So
All right.
Angelo's real big, but I think I can keep a wiggling Angelo down long enough to get these
Right,
potions
go.
in.
Let
All
it
right.
go.
Make an unarmed attack to get a hold of Angelo.
Okay.
You need me to roll anything?
Not yet.
12. This is garbage.
Does
Real
12
bad
break
today.
your AC, Angelo?
No.
Yeah.
No, you can't get a hold of Angelo. Not good.
And I'm about to drop out of rage. What can I do? I still have movement, and I still see a lizard person in front of me. All right, so failing that, I take my movement and get up to this lizard shaman and take a swing at him to get
All
doing
right.
my second attack. Knock him out and hope that Ganik can get there next turn. 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Tied a defender, so he dodges.
Oh, boy.
This just hit your day, Norbog.
Not my day at all. I'm usually. This is payback for like literally smashing my way through Strahd's castle. Like, didn't break a sweat, and now I can't land a hit on a lizard. Sorry, y'all.
It's so bad. All right. This guy charges for the next closest target, Ganik, and attempts to give Ganik a whap, and he crits. And Ganik takes 13 bludgeoning damage as this human coughs his last breaths and dies in the streets as well. So Ganik, how you doing? How you doing, bud?
I'm
Good?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
standing. I'm probably kneeling down. Oh, Father, help!
Lairah, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, I'm up here. So I am going to try and knock down the shaman
Very well.
from the rooftop.
Give me the bite,
use-
and we'll say if you knock him prone, you knock him off.
Yeah, okay.
Do that with that wolf pounce.
I should just have this on a hotkey, TBH. Oh, really? It's contagious. I got a 10 to hit.
Oh no, it's not enough to do it. And the bard is crazy.
Sucks. Okay. What else can I do here? Yeah, I could just heal, so I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
Try to heal again. This time I get 3 HP, which is
Hooray!
a fast improvement.
That's
But
better
that's
than
the end of
before.
my turn.
Okay. Lizard folk shaman. It's gonna take claws at Bianca. That's 20. Tied
Yes.
defender.
Time to defender, let's go! Ooh!
Takes a bite at Lairah for 16.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay, Lyra's back in him to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
16
hits.
to hit.
Yeah.
6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Still wolf?
Yes, still wolf.
All right. That's his turn. Angelo?
Well, after being trying to they held down. I'm really like I think that she's definitely an enemy. And as she left me, I did roll to see if it was even or odd to see if I take an attack of opportunity, and I did roll even. Do you want me to roll 2 attacks or no?
Yep, do
I'm fine
it.
with this.
You gotta take them
I'm
hits.
not fine with this, but I'm trying to be as fair as possible what would actually happen.
Saber, do not feel bad at all.
This
Take
is
your hit.
so bad that this happened to Angelo of all people.
Oh, it's gonna ruin him. It's gonna ruin me later. Well, the
I
first
feel bad
attack
that it was Angelo that missed the save on this.
of opportunity won't involve singing, thankfully, on that side. But I'm gonna slash 23.
Hey, that's like it's like an 18.
And
So
then
that would be 15 slashing damage.
So 7.
Yep. You can actually no
then-
longer grip the sword with both hands. Your hands
oh
are too
god, so it's my little toothpick,
big. Yeah.
and then 16.
Nope.
No,
Okay, you managed to dodge the other one.
Oof, and then
Angelo?
a con save.
I need you to make a con save.
Well, if only somebody could have given me bardic inspiration.
Okay, that's good. You make a con save. It doesn't get worse. It doesn't get worse. You stay as you are.
Okay. How do
And
I?
then-
Oh yeah, I can only get better with this cure thing.
Well, you can get better with this cure thing, or if you succeed one more con save, it will start to slowly reverse.
Okay. Okay. Do I take damage still?
No. You succeeded. You managed to,
Okay.
like, get control of your body for a brief moment and
Do
stop
I-
this power welling inside you. You still do not have control of your mind fully.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Oh, man. All right. This guy runs up here, and he's going to throw a javelin at Norbog. 21.
Yep.
6 piercing.
3 piercing.
All right. And this guy is gonna continue enjoying the human buffet. And now it is Bianca's turn. Bianca?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna try and make an attack this time because I don't even think he's been hit except for the first time I hit him.
No, he
So-
has not.
So
You
I'm
guys
just
have
gonna
been up here just like the
Vibing.
ninja of all lizard men, dodging all of your attacks.
I know, we're literally up here just going like, no, no. Just the whole time. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. Okay, this hits. This is a 23.
Yes, that is damage.
Please be not a 1.
What are you hitting him with?
My rapier.
Okay.
It's an 8. Let's fucking go. 11 damage. Now is the time. Oh my god.
Okay. 11 damage. All right. Give me an opposing strength check to throw this dude off the building.
Oh goodness. Okay. Just straight strength.
Yeah. Well, give me strength athletics.
Okay.
Put your
it's the
back
same-
into it.
It's the same roll. 19.
All right. He gets a 13.
Who,
Off he goes.
me? What is this?
He falls off the roof to the ground down below and takes even more damage, and he is prone on the ground on this cobblestones.
You love to see it. Okay. I'm gonna
Good work, team.
walk up here, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Gnick, you need to save Angela. I mean, do what you
So-
want. I don't want to take away your player autonomy. But
I run away. No. I put both hands in the air and I go, Lord Sylvanas. And I like pump my chest, fuel me for more to cure myself again.
it's like,
Cure
it's gonna
wounds.
be okay.
And then with that, I want to jump up and throw one of the potions, like wrap the hand right around Angelo's mouth and just jam it in there for Angelo to drink.
All right.
What would you like?
Give me another acrobatics check, sir. And if your acrobatics check can exceed Angelo's AC, we'll say that you do it.
20. Heyo.
Running leap, Gnick, in the mouth as Angelo screams. Angelo, a foul-smelling liquid and a broken glass bottle have been shot into your mouth.
Angelo, breathe. You're okay.
The swirling storm of rage in your body begins to subside, and we'll learn more about what happens with that when your turn comes around again. Norbog, show him what you can really do.
I know, I feel like I have to redeem myself. So I'm going to take a swing at this lizard shaman who's right in front of me.
Okay.
And see if I can hit this time. A 12. Another 12.
You need a number higher than 5.
Wait, I have Bardic Inspiration. I still have Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to roll a d8.
Please do.
Holy shit.
God, if it's a 1, I'll scream.
It's a 6. So it's an 18 to hit.
You hit him.
Okay, so he takes 8, 15,
He
16,
dies.
17, 18. Thank God, finally. And I have another attack left, so I'm going to take my movement and walk down to this lizard folk.
You shatter his dumb lizard face.
Yeah, I better. I'm real angry now. Like, Norbog's super raging, so I could run up to this guy and whack him for 27.
All right. Yeah, that hits as well. And
I think
you
it takes
deal...
20.
Yes. No.
Because I'm raging.
Oh, extra. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
He dies too. You just run up and straight up kill him.
I don't even hit him. I take his head in my left hand and I jam it into my heart's thorn thicket. Like, I don't hit him. I just brain him with my thicket because I'm so
You cut out the
angry.
middleman in the whapping with stick
Correct.
economy.
My aim is terrible and I can't miss if I bring the target to my weapon. So,
And you do
drop
it,
his
and
body.
He dies. After the hit, he just kind of slumps to the ground.
If this is the first thing I see when I'm coming back to my senses, I don't know, y'all.
Norbog's a little scary sometimes.
All right. More civilians run for their lives.
More Norbog now, for sure.
Yeah, from all of this, just gestures to everything happening. And then we go to Lyra's turn.
Okay. Lyra sees us and really, really wants to be cool too. so she's gonna try and jump off of the building onto the lizard man to bite him, or the shaman to bite him.
Okay. Give me that bite, and I'll even give you a +2 bonus for the jump. Which
Okay,
is good, because
cool.
you needed it, and you did
Yes,
it.
I did. That was way. Oh gosh. Okay, so it does.
Flying pounds.
Now it hits, and it's
And you technically have advantage for a prone target, so roll again for a crit.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Lyra, perhaps we could question this one dying person.
There's still some left.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the original
Yeah,
one.
where are the wyverns that are flying in the sky?
I
They
hope they
were not
just
wyverns.
left.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah. But yeah, so
All right,
it does
so,
no
yeah,
crit.
We'll take but he's still dead.
I can be cool, strong too.
You jump down and just bite into his throat, and there's some struggling, but your tight, clamping wolf jaws do not let go, and eventually it just stops.
And then yeah, for my bonus action, I'm gonna de-wolf.
All right. Angelo, you begin to shrink in size back to your normal self. A side effect of this is, unfortunately, you do lose your turn on this action. And I'm going to ask that you suffer a point of exhaustion.
I'm a noob and don't know how to do that.
That's okay. It's probably not going to be important for very long. I'll just remember it up here for a little bit. But you don't feel great. You feel like you just ran a marathon. You're bleeding at various places where your skin began to separate because you grew too fast, and you now have full cognition again.
If you want to mark it so that you remember it on your Roll20, under conditions, there's exhaustion at the bottom, and they have levels, so you can just click one.
There we go.
Tell you.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
It's
later.
underneath your hit points. Just click on it.
Oh.
Mhm.
And okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned a thing.
This guy leaps over these two carts and out into the street, and he's still got a shield and club, and he looks like he's still ready for action. Bianca!
Okay. Let's see. How far away is he? Okay. What about from like... Okay. And that's great. Okay. So I am going to use my movement to run to here.
Okay.
And I am going to pull out my crystal, and I'll put my sword away just for like a second. And I'm going to basically take my hand over my crystal, and there's going to be like this frost that gathers around it, and I'm going to go and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on this guy. So I think I make a ranged spell attack.
You sure do.
Yep. And it is, what do I add to those? 6. 15?
15?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything that's with your stuff added?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's
all right. It slaps against the rum cart behind him. Sorry. Ginnick? Angelo doesn't look so good.
I'm probably leaning against you.
Well, as I'm holding Angelo, pray with me to Sylvanas. Put our hands up. Come on, you got it. Repeat after me, Lord Sylvanas.
Jeez.
Let me firmly into the ground of the soil and replenish me thoroughly.
Too
God,
many
I love
words.
the idea that you just
Too
shove
big.
into the ground.
Big words. Big words, I say.
It is a heal for 8.
All
Oh,
right.
thanks. I don't know if that helps my exhaustion, but it feels good.
Not yet. You're going to need a rest to get rid of that.
And
that's
I,
all right.
I stay here. I stay here for emotional and physical support for Angelo.
That's probably a
We
good call.
cuddle.
just 2 half orcs.
Cuddling on a battlefield.
Norbog?
I'm going to take my full 40 feet of movement to get there. I think it was there. It was one of these. It doesn't matter. I'm doing a ranged attack anyways.
All right.
I'm going to take my Javelin of Lightning.
Yep.
And hurl it at this lizard. So he needs to make a DC 13 dexterity save. And
Okie dokie.
that is a 27 to hit. So it will
That
at
is a
least
hit.
do regular damage.
He does 15 on his save.
Yeah, so I saved part of it. But he'll take the 7 piercing damage, and Javelin appears back in my hands.
7
And-
piercing damage, and he takes half of the lightning damage?
Yep.
Yes. All right. So,
And I think I can wail it again at him. I still got 2 attacks. Yeah,
yeah, if you still have it.
19 to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and I don't think he does the dex this time, so he would just do 8 piercing.
So with one throw of the javelin, there's a crash of lightning on this creature, and the javelin returns to your hand. And as it still apparently starts to move just a little bit, you throw it again and pierce his head, and he falls limp to the ground. And just as the last lizard man falls, the Waterdeep Gate Watch or the Waterdeep City Watch starts to arrive. Always at the last minute. So, in the end of the battle, there is blood in the streets. This is not something that happens in Waterdeep. So there's definitely a lot of kind of cleaning up and comforting and a lot of questions as the City Watch arrives. What are you guys gonna do?
Nap.
Well, Lairah, seeing a lot of injured people around, is gonna cast Healing Spirit, and a rather large green spectral wolf is gonna run around healing people. For about like 4, so people, the nearest 4 injured people.
All right.
So, and that, I guess that includes my teammates. So, Nick and Angelo will rule.
All right.
Get 5 and 1. But it's something.
Nick and Angelo get 6 healing. What is the plan for the rest of the group at this point?
Well, I feel bad for damaging your property. I did some thunder waves, and I need to rebuild. So he's there, like stacking the bricks back up and collecting the roof's material for later.
All right. So, does anybody else have anything they'd like to do in the midst of this battle? No?
Do I remember having attacked Norbog, or was I that out of my head?
I don't know, Angelo. I'm going to leave that up to you.
I think I remember not knowing who was my friend, but I don't remember who I hit. I think I hit somebody I care about. So I look to Nick because he was closest to me, and I see that he's okay, trying to rebuild things, and Lyra's helping people, and she seems okay. And I can't really see Bianca from here, and Norbog is over there standing up, so maybe I didn't, but I still feel really guilty, and I'm still so tired, so I just kind of sit here looking from person to person, but not knowing what's going on.
Kind of in a daze.
Mm.
All right. If there's nothing else, as everyone attempts to render aid to the injured and kind of deal with their own things and assist however they can, eventually the City Watch kind of rounds up everybody. Many of the onlookers say that you guys fought the lizard men, so there's a general consensus that you helped, and you're not held responsible for any things that happened. In fact, you are thanked by the City Watch for assisting with this seemingly random attack. However, while you guys are gathered up and after most of the cleanup is completed and the streets have mostly cleared, a gentleman clad in sturdy but very old armor comes up to the group of you. And he removes his helmet and says, my name is Captain Russ Caraway. Are you all right after the attack?
A little dinged up, but I think we're all standing, or we'll be standing soon. And I kind of nod to poor Angelo.
I understand that you are representatives from the Avalon Knights Academy, am I correct? Very well. I thank you for your assistance in this. It's becoming a semi-frequent occurrence around here. And now that I know that you're involved, I would like for all of us to have a chat, if that's okay with you.
I suppose that could suffice, as long as it's somewhere where my friend here can get some rest as well.
Of course. Come with me. I have a room at the guardhouse over at the Long Road Gate. And he kind of waves his hand, and an armored contingent of knights on horseback come up behind him, one of them leading a horse towards him. I have mounts for you if you require them.
Yeah. And Lairah will help Angela up first before getting on the horse.
All
I
right.
imagine at first I kind of flop like half on it, and Lairah gets me seated in the right way.
All right. And if there are no objections, then you head out to the North Gate. I remember what it was called now. The North Gate is one of the primary arteries of Waterdeep. It's an enormous, towering gate flanked by these massive stone structures that you imagine house all manner of fortifications and guards. It's a massive portcullis that remains open almost all the time, with various merchant caravans and things going in. Captain Russ Carraway leads you guys to a side entrance and up a rather cramped series of stairs into a pretty simple office. He has a very basic oak desk and a simple chair. There's papers scattered all over, various maps with markings all over them, and behind him hangs several tattered banners. He invites you all to sit in some semi-comfortable looking benches and have a word with him. So, if I may be so bold, what were you doing in town?
We were conducting an investigation about a possible organization spreading this black goo that seems to be plaguing the town.
I'm familiar with it. This is the first time I saw it weaponized, though. Is your friend all right?
Oh, Angela?
I'll be fine. I'm an adventurer. These things happen. Is everybody else okay? I feel like I did a bad thing.
You did fine. You did fine. Just rest. Just rest, Angela. It's fine.
Whoever's closest to me, my head is going to rest on their shoulder.
Who is it? Who wants to be closest to Angela? Nick. I like this bond is forming.
Half-orc cuddles.
Yeah.
Hashtag half-orc cuddles.
Well, it is very fortunate that you were in town at this time. I shudder to think what the damages would have been had you not been there to intervene.
There already was so much damage when we were there.
Yes. It could have been worse. So I thank you for your assistance. I might have some information for you that may help, if you're willing to take it.
Yes, of course.
I have a bit of a problem. I run a contingent of the Lord's Alliance Knights. We patrol the lands looking for threats, assessing them, and dealing with what needs to be dealt with. Unfortunately, recent events have caused me to spend a lot more time in Waterdeep. Attacks are becoming more brazen. I had 4 trolls come across the wall just last week. This is unusual. Normally they stay far away from the city. Each one growing in power and strength at an alarming rate. And then dying, seemingly out of nowhere after an extended, protracted battle. I imagine this all sounds very familiar to you.
Unfortunately, yes.
Trolls, ogres, and now lizard men. Those flying beasts look like they're from Chult, too.
Chult, I'm not familiar.
Ah, southern continent, unusual large reptiles. They call them dinosaurs. Full of them. Normally they don't come this far north. Somebody must be supplying them. There is a booming trade that runs out of Port Nyanzaru in Chult. But anyways, the problem I have is most of the Gatewatch and most of the City Watch are corrupt. A couple bags of gold, you can get anything in the city if you go to the right gate. I can't stop this from the inside, and I can't stop it within the confines of what I can do. But I think maybe you can. Am I correct in assuming as much?
Well, we can at least try.
We can do it.
Well, if you're willing, I have an idea. I'm sure that you know they've been moving things through the Troll Gate. Every time I try to shut it down, things mysteriously disappear. You, on the other hand, are all free agents. There is a prevailing idea that adventurers are no better than the people that pay them. So, if you perhaps posed as a group moving materials, or perhaps hired mercenaries, I can ensure that you're not stopped at the Troll Gate and point you in the right direction to maybe get you closer to this problem, if you're interested.
Is this guy lying?
Insight check.
I mean, you know, you're welcome to check as much as you want.
Not great.
It's a 10?
Yep.
Russ has a very genuine tone to him. You can tell that this is a man that has seen many battles. He's very grizzled, and he doesn't seem to puff things up a bit. You get an impression that if he was lying to you, you'd have an easy time knowing it. This seems like a man that tends to be very direct about most things.
At the suggestion of posing in characters, I get a slight smile. I look to Lairah, I'm like, another chance at roleplay.
I'm still telling you we should write it down and just sit at a table one day and roleplay. I think it'd be great. But
maybe get some dice involved. Yeah.
Of course.
Bianca looks at you guys like, what the fuck? What are you guys talking about?
It's like when you're hanging out with a group of friends that have inside jokes, and it's like, oh, geez. Right. So
You had to be there, Bianca.
So, are you willing to go along with my plan?
In doing so, this might also help us further our own endeavors. So I am for it.
I think that maybe we should talk about this privately first.
Of course. I'll give you the room. And he picks up his helmet off the desk. His armor clanks as he walks out of the room.
Well, I mean, I was just going to say yes. But if we went to privately discuss why we're going to say yes.
I feel as if there are several different avenues that we could pursue, and we haven't really nailed down which is the best one.
So what do you propose that we do instead of trying to get information from the gate?
Well, where would we be going? My concern is that if we go there with the intention of being hired mercenaries, that we will end up potentially in the opposite direction that we want to be going. So, not that going to the Troll Gate and under a guise isn't a great idea. I actually sort of thought that that was what we would do anyway. It's more so what our path is after that.
I mean, wasn't the plan to go north? We head to the gate. We have already been hired. We go passing with supplies and say we're heading north. And if they're connected, then maybe people will react to that.
We've also heard things to the east and things to the south. So that's more so what I was meaning is do we want to go after Cholt? Do we want to go to the north? Do we want to go to the east? Where there's up north is the swamp, correct?
Yes.
And then there was something to the east. I can't remember what it was.
I
Something to
believe
do with
that
the
was
Zentarum?
yes, it was the manor across the desert.
Yes.
Honestly, the scope of the other tasks that we
far
have at
away.
hand are pretty large. So I personally would prefer the smaller task and the more immediate one. But this is a group, and we can't operate without any trust, or it's not a dictatorship. So we can all vote on which we think is best.
I feel that Gizlo has provided help and opportunity. So maybe if he partnered with Russ, he'd be able to provide more of these potions to defend against the dangers that come.
Yes, that is crucial. If we can supply the guards with potions on hand, then it could save more civilian lives while we figure this out.
But only hand-picked guards that Russ specifically trusts due to the nature of the corrupted City Watch.
Yes, that.
Was the Spine of the World the thing that was to the east? Or was that the thing that's further north? There's like the swamp and then there's...
That's further north. The Spine of
Okay.
the World was where you guys learned that there were other like dragon cult hideouts,
Gotcha.
according to Valhalla, and far
And
to
that's
the
where
east
their like
is,
equipment stuff is.
Yeah, far to the east is Zentarum Keep or Zental Keep,
Okay.
which
Yes.
is the
Okay.
official headquarters of the Zentarum.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's where the guy in the bar told you to go.
Right. Okay.
I kind of shift off of Gannick a little bit to address Bianca. I really appreciate that you didn't jump to a yes. I think both Lairah and I probably would have. So it's refreshing to have another perspective, but I think there's also something much bigger than just a class trip at play here. And I think we gotta follow the clues as they're given. That's where I'm sitting on it. I mean, we did a pretty good job, and he's right. We can do it. And I think we should if we can. That's part of being an adventurer, right?
I suppose. Well,
Plus one, Gannick.
I suppose there are two things to the north, potentially. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll find some dragon there to ride and we can fly it down to Cholt or something, I don't know.
Of course. And plus, it's actually harder to track a trail if it's cold, so it'd be kind of weird if we just went the opposite direction. So I'm very relieved that we are greeting north. And I
You
can.
hear some arguments outside.
Oh, god damn it.
Lairah's gonna open the door and poke her head out.
There is a very finely dressed man arguing with Russ Caraway. So you just bring these people into this place like they had nothing to do with it.
What's going on here?
Ah, the culprits come out.
Did we hear that? Culprits?
Culprits?
Yes, the culprits.
Culprits of what exactly?
That's very accusatory. I said a word.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Cyrus Vance, lead administrator of the City Watch. What exactly were you doing out at that location during the time of the attack?
We're following a lead for a classified mission, and we're attacked first, and we defended ourselves. And the citizens of the town, I might add, or the City Watch, were conveniently gone.
Ah, I see. Too bad we cannot get the testimony from the dead. There were so many, of course.
There were also so many that were alive,
Yes.
I remember.
A few. But I wonder if their testimony was perhaps coerced in fear of a bunch of brutes running about the city streets, accompanied by lizard men invaders.
Look, if you think that we have anything to do with this, then you're just very irrational, to be honest. If you're
All I'm saying is
offended
that
by
we need
me,
to ask a few more questions.
well, I'll be happy to answer because all I have to say is the truth. And the truth is that we
Ah.
didn't do it.
Good, I'm
Can I-
glad you're confident.
Can I glean any expression from Caraway on this guy? Like, are they allies really, or are they on the same team but really they hate it? Like, can I? Maybe it's insight.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Damn it! The start of the game I rolled 16 just as a throwaway roll.
Merde.
Well,
like,
Can I, before like walking out of the room?
yeah.
Because I'm assuming since the door is open, we can like
Yeah.
hear it now.
Oh, yeah.
Can I like out of sight of hopefully of this person? I want to cast a spell.
Sure.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And I want to sort of like once I do that, just kind of walk around the corner like very nonchalantly and just sort of glance at him, at the new Cyrus person.
Yep.
And so what Detect Thoughts does is I can read like surface thoughts, just like what's currently on their mind, just like I can just like do that freely. And they don't know.
The surface thoughts of Cyrus Vance are, these fools will make excellent scapegoats that shall take the public off the eye of the attacks for a little while.
Okay. Great. Cool. Great. Great. Cool. Cool. Good talk. Okay. So
And we're going to take a break right there.
Oh, fuck.
All right, we'll be back in 15 minutes.
You know what? There's probably a platform out there where we could pretty simply, there's got to be something open source for creating fighting games, right? We can make a Mercs of Mischief fighting game.
Look, we got to come up with special moves. You can't just say it's a fighting game.
Well, all the special moves are built in. We just have to rip off all of WotC's IP.
I picture that Grubhub in the Forgotten Realms is delivered by a literal grub. And when you close the door, it hops up on two legs and dashes away.
Hooves Hub.
I don't know what's better, the name or the silence that came immediately afterwards.
I was thinking
Just come up to your window?
eat. Can you imagine an army delivering one like taco to your door?
I think that the Academy should corner the gig economy here.
I think it's
Let's do
Dimension
it.
DoorDash.
Dimension DoorDash?
Brandon, we can't hear you.
I think he said, "God damn it."
That seems like a very Braden.
Now
thing
he's
to say.
flailing about, even though we still can't hear
He's
him.
entering problem-solving mode.
He's cussing out something. Like, man, that was so easy.
I like when you like steal like a shitty truck from like some farm people. Fucking
Vince.
every cop in the county comes after you guys. When you
Vincent,
like break out of a hospital, it's just like, well, I went over the bridge. They're gone now.
Like, seriously, Uzak, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is like the fucking easiest shit. You have been programming Monopoly games since 1992. Alright? This isn't difficult. How did you fucking whiff this so bad? Like, this is fucking inexcusable. In fucking 2010.
Still frozen on my side. I'm playing with a bunch of fucking ghosts, and nobody can complete this auction. I'm looking at a fucking empty auction screen. This is all fucking Ubisoft's fault. You fucking shit the bed so bad on a game that was mastered before the fucking Great Depression. Holy shit!
Ow, God, I can't breathe.
The code. It ain't over yet. I've played my Silver Flame Ritual card, which places a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And if I play it with the Adamant cost, if at least 3 white mana was used to cast the spell, all of the creatures gain Vigilance as well, giving my token knight +1/+1 in Vigilance, along with both of my Basari lieutenants and my youthful knight. I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I place into play my Silverwing Squadron, a flying human knight. It has vigilance, so it does not need to tap to attack. When the Silverwing Squadron's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control, Silverwing Squadron, whenever it attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, equal to the number of opponents I have. And that's you, Kaiba!
Party pillows don't have to be weird.
They don't.
I know. They can be very weird. That's why I said they don't have to be.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using a skeleton as a pillow, Skylar, what are you doing?
It's a pill. It's a what?
It's a pile of bones. It's not a pillow.
It's a friend.
It is calcium at best.
Ambush! Push!
No, please!
Ambush! Push!
Hey.
What are you doing?
You stop.
Why don't we're close?
Hello. Who would like really hard mozzarella stick? I found them on the table.
That's wooden plank, you idiot.
This mozzarella stick is good for you.
Oh, I touch. Let me touch your face.
Caress me, sir.
I'm trying to, but your face is too far.
I spilled bodies everywhere. But I do know the solution. There's a business called Penn's Catering. Feeding Hellspawn and getting bodies gone. Feeling swole.
Okay, I killed their healer. Good puppy. Good puppy. No, you need to ride this out to its final tragedy. Like,
guys, I've been talking to this dog for a while, and he's got some good ideas.
I have a technical question. How short is that T-shirt?
It's a crop top.
You.
It's a crop top. It's not lewd. I'm sorry, my midriff is there. Don't shame me.
Are you a fucking roller derby chick in 1960s California? Why do you have a crop top?
Or alternatively, are you a volleyball dude in 1980s California?
Roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and find protect. He had been a murderer of his own. Sorcerers know so few spells and cast them over and over again. Wizards laugh at their narrow list of magic, which they repeat when they're fighting a monster, and do the same magic over and o'er. Thus they are a constant bore for adventurers in a fight. So Morton lived lonely in a cave in a hill far from town. Nobody liked him, never came round, oh, he was depressed with spite. Then one day the goblins came, numbering near 2,000 strong. They attacked the town near Morton's cave, but nobody asked him to join the throng. The wizards weren't ready, their list of spells was just not right to win against so many in a fight, and the town began to fall. And Morton looked onward, he felt bad and he felt sad, teleported to the town so glad to see him in the thrall. Morton perched on the tower above, the goblin hordes outside the walls. He did what sorcerers do best, he launched a number of fireballs. 1 fireball, 2 fireballs, 3, 4, 5, and 6 fireballs, 7, 8, 9, and 10 fireballs. He burned the goblin ranks. Now Morton's a hero, he is loved for the victory. He's the fireball chief of the whole city. They praise him and give thanks. You sing about your unicorns who prance about the wood. Every little princess would ride one if she could. Some say there's no unicorns, they perished in some flood. But what happened to the Pegasus? The plural if you would. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps onto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. When the floods did come to Earth so many years ago, there was a boat that held the zoo, but the unicorns didn't show. The Pegasuses flew away to mountains white with snow, and settled on a mountain top. Oh gods, it was so cold. Frosty blows and feathered wings make it hard to fly. If they stayed upon the land, they knew that they would die. They flew into the farthest, highest reaches way up high, and there they found a really big castle in the sky. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps unto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Around the castle giant stood, farming cloudy fields, proudly irrigating crops that giant farms do yield. The Pegasi then saw the reason for the flood and reeled. The giant farms were leaking rain, the clouds were never sealed. The giants didn't know that they had flooded every nation. They switched to hydroponics and stopped their irrigation. If it were not for the Pegasi's evacuation, we'd be underwater now. What an irritation. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps onto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. I know this is apocryphal to all mythologies. The Pegasi had stopped the flood and saved the world with ease. But without a dragon, unicorns can't fly above the trees. So raise your cup and give it up for the Polypegasuses. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps onto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus.
Zombies fight, lead the charge in the night. Show 'em how we do it past the wall. Never give up, take no rest. You don't need any sleep after all. Limbs you'll rip, zombie apocalypse. Movies are the things we find romantic. Zombies fight, 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 fight for everything that we call necromantic. ZOMBIE, fight for undead victory. Vampire broods, dark, suave, and cool. Charm and suck their blood like you do. It's not rude, the living are food. At the top of the food chain is you. Lies you'll reap while the mortals weep. You've got that Schwad of even handsome grin. Vampires fight for you own the night. Don't worry when you kill, it's not a sin. VAMPIRE, fight for fangs and victory. Undead! Liches fight, keep your soul jars tight. You've 9th level magic, don't forget it. It may be no frills with your power word kill. Don't hold back, let 'em have it. You'll never be bored with your undead hordes. Kill the living, make some more undead. Liches fight for you've got the right to drain the living life force like it's bread. LICHES, we fight for victory. Undead! Go Death Knights, fight, fight, fight. Show them all about necromancy. With your nightmare steeds, you will lead our armies to victory. And just at the last delayed blast.
Alright, hope you all got your short rest in there. And, once again, I have gladly been proven wrong. Nobody is dead. Although, that was, quite frighteningly close. Hopefully things will even out now, and it'll be smooth sailing for the entire rest of the series. That's usually how it goes. You know, things get the most dangerous in episode 2, and then it's nice and easy going from there on out. But first, let's meet our players. Puck?
All good from here on out. All right, so I'm a very lucky dungeon master because I get to play with all these cool people who do stuff on the internet, and I like to take this moment to get them to tell you about the things that they do. And I'm going to start with Angelo today.
Everyone, Saber Sensei, pronouns they, them. Happy to be here as always. I do artwork, and I got to do the artwork in the intro this time around. Very happy about that. And I also do some gaming with Dirty 20 Gaming as well on Twitch. Haven't done that in a while, but yeah, and I'm also teaching, wrapping up June. Happy Pride to everyone as well. And yeah, happy to have you. I mean, happy to be here. Oh my gosh. I'm still point of exhaustion. It's still there.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, you got to take some time to recover. You need that long rest.
Thanks.
All right, next up, Nick, tell us about yourself.
Oi, hello everyone. My name is Leroy. I go by Royalty No Y on all socials, and I will be dropping my info in the chat here in a little bit. And yeah, I'm an actor, stuntman, cosplayer, entertainer, and also stream a variety of games here on Twitch. And if you ever catch little noises in the background that sounds like little children scamping about, it's because I'm a father of two and they're eating dinner right now. So in between muting myself and trying to, be active, you might just hear just random loud noises. And I'm really happy to be here. So thanks for checking me out, you guys.
Thank you so much. All right. Next up, we've got Lairah.
Hey everyone, I'm Jade Valkyrie. You can find me at Jade Valkyrie on every social media platform, except for Twitch. It's Jade Valkyrie with a 3 instead of an E. I am a cosplayer, streamer, host, yeah, so I'm streaming mostly right now, and you can find that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm streaming Mass Effect as well as working on a couple of cosplays, so hopefully I get to announce those soon.
Perfect. We look forward to the announcements. And speaking of cosplays, Norbog, tell us about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Arkady. You can find me playing Norbog both here and on our Mercs Sunday show every week. So if you love Norbog, you should come hang out with me and a whole bunch of other people on Sundays. You can also find me over on our sister channel, Mom's Trash Bin, on Fridays for Fire Emblem Ladies Night, where Punk plays Fire Emblem, and I kind of harass him about it. It's fun. It's a good time. I get tipsy.
We're almost halfway through.
We're almost halfway through. We've been at it for months. We're going to get through it, though. When I'm not doing stuff on this channel, I am over hanging out on Twitter, which is Arkady Cosplay. So you can see me working on crafting stuff and costuming. And I've also been streaming Mass Effect over on my own Twitch, which is Arkady Plays. So if you want to see space aliens, you hit me and Jade up, because we're just aliens everywhere.
Okay. And we're at 2 different points of the story, so you can bounce between them.
Where are you at?
I'm like at the end of Mass Effect 1.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, 2 is so good. 2 is so good. So excited for you to get 2.
Real shit.
And last but not least, Bianca, who I left to last this time, so I didn't ambush them.
Yes, that was stressful. I kind of know what I'm doing this time. Hi, hello. I'm Faye. I'm also known as Mendarii. That's sort of my handle across the interwebs. You can find all of my information in my link tree. I am a D&D streamer. I do a lot of world building and homebrew, writing things most days, Tuesdays through Thursdays, and also on Sundays. I game a little bit on Wednesdays. Normally, we have sort of a hangout time. I make D&D content on all different kinds of platforms. Twitter and Instagram is not really D&D stuff or whatever. YouTube, and I do a podcast with Jonathan, a wonderful producer. That's a very stupid D&D advice podcast. And then I also am making content on Patreon. So if that is something of interest to you, you should check that all out there. All those links again in my link tree, and I put it in the chat.
Hooray! Check all of that stuff out. All of it. Go to the link tree, click all the links, and click all the links for all these incredible people, because they come by every week and let me mess with them in Dungeons & Dragons and put them in stressful situations with town folks and weird political intrigue and all this stuff. All right. When last we left our heroes, they had fought off an unusual lizard folk invasion in the middle of Waterdeep, and they've been taken to Russ Carraway's office, and Russ Carraway has asked for their assistance in ending these unusual attacks. But he has been interrupted by Cyrus Vance, who has come up and is accusing our group of being in on this attack. And our dear Bianca has used her magic powers to read into this man's mind and tell that he is slimy AF and is looking to make you guys take the fall for this.
Okay. Is everyone in this room now, or are there some people still in the room behind us, or what's going on?
We'll say that Russ and Cyrus are still in the hall, kind of next to each other, and you guys are all kind of in the room looking out the door. And
okay, I'm gonna peek my head back out and talk to whoever's closest to me.
It probably be Lairah, because Lairah did say.
Well, Lyra's in the middle of talking, so not Lairah specifically, because I feel like if I say something to her, then they'll be like,
All right, so who you want to pick?
Probably Norbog.
Thank you. Probably Norbog with a question mark at the end is very good. I'd like that on a t-shirt, Sean. Probably Norbog.
Just looks over everyone.
Oh, goodness. I wish it could be Lairah, but...
Wow. You don't want probably Norbog anymore?
No, I do. Okay, so I'm going to sort of lean over and I'm going to whisper to her. And I'm going to say, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, they're corrupt as hell here.
In specifically.
Oh? Did you do a magic thing?
He wants to pin the attack on us. We need to go.
Okay. I mean, they can't keep us unless they charge us with something, and I don't think they have enough to charge us on.
Right. So, should we just go? I'm not really a take charge kind of a person.
Where do we want to go? Because we kind of maybe need Caraway's help to get through the troll gate.
I mean, we talked about going there anyway.
You want to try to get through on your own devices?
I think we could maybe pull it off.
I look at the group.
You two seem to be whispering of such things. What's the big secret?
All right, yeah, and I like pull Janik and Angelo into the circle and leave Lairah like trying to be as charismatic as possible at the door to distract them.
Doing great, sweetie.
All right, so while they're having that conversation, Lairah, do you want to try and say anything or negotiate?
You're muted.
What was the last thing that he said anyways?
The last thing that he said is that we shall see about your involvement. I think that perhaps these suspects should come with me to the main watch and answer a few questions. They have nothing to hide. I'm certain that it will be no problem.
Well, we have nothing to hide. We do have a mission that takes greater priority than some flimsy accusation like yours. So, if you excuse us...
Clumsy accusations? You were at the scene. And you are clearly a group of powerful individuals who are not to be trusted.
Interesting. We're not to be trusted. Have you even heard of the Avalon Knights Academy?
Mercenaries. Adventurers with no loyalty but to coin.
Well, we were here on a mission that we do have papers for, but like I said, we don't have to answer to your flimsy accusations.
Well, just see about that. And Russ interrupts, actually says, she's right. And besides, these are my guests for now. So until you bring me paperwork from the masked lords to take custody of them, I'm afraid that this conversation is done. I do not need this paperwork. It's clear that they are guilty. You should let me take them if you know what's good for your career.
Flimsy accusations. Now you're threatening a guard and going to try and take us without any type of trial? Interesting.
And he kind of takes a step towards you, but Russ steps in front of him. We're done here, Vance. Bring me the proper paperwork and I'll hand my gifts over. But until then, it's out of your jurisdiction. We'll see. He kind of puffs himself up a bit and walks out of the hallway. Leaves.
Well, he's insufferable.
You do not know the half of it. Fortunately, I still wield a little bit of power around here.
Well, good. We'll see to it that hopefully we can get out of your hair so we don't jeopardize that.
Yes, that would be best. He will be back with paperwork.
And Lairah is going to take this time to turn back in and go back into the room with, I'm assuming some like a very see what's happening with this huddle. Like, is everything okay?
Gotta get out pretty fast. Think you're picking up on that too.
Well, I just needed to get out so we could help people as soon as possible, but it seems like there's something else.
He's more than just an insufferable asshole.
Poison. He is poisoning the city watch.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
He wants to pin the attack on all of us. So the faster we get out of this city, the better.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm really glad that I did not go and attest to her innocence. Okay, yes, definitely need to get out of here.
So
very well.
What's the plan then?
We could hurry along this quest to go north to the gate. Speed it up a little bit.
Are we smuggling? Are we mercenaries for hire? What are we doing?
What do you think, Bianca? You're learning to take leads on things. What do you want to do, girl?
Are we going to say Norbog?
They already do think we're mercenaries, seeing as we do come from a place called the Avalon Knights Academy. We're known as mercenaries there, so like it's not the worst cover. If they already think we are.
That's such easy roleplay. We're just playing ourselves then.
What would we be doing? I mean, we either sign up to actually defend something that is illegally being moved, or we just say we've been hired for a job that's on a need-to-know basis and walk out of the gate.
Yeah, Caraway, exactly what do you promise us? What are we smuggling for you? What's your process here?
Here's the plan. I haven't been able to track down exactly where the goods are and where they go, but we think we've isolated the caravans that they come in on. So, if you can make your way the Coastway Road just outside the Troll Gate, I have a friend that runs a farm out there. He'll give you safe lodging. Keep an eye at the tower at the Troll Gate. One of my men is stationed up there. I'll have him light 2 lanterns once the caravan is leaving. As it leaves, simply get in its way and ask to be hired on as guards. The road north on the coastway is dangerous. It's full of all kinds of raiders, bandits, and monsters. People usually hire up whatever they can get. Find out where it's going. And if they don't hire you, well, it would really help me out if you followed them.
And where is it going exactly?
We don't know. But they drop it off, and then they leave, and then they come back with more. So maybe you can find it to the source.
What's the deal with you and that guy? Are you on the same side? You don't seem like it.
No, my jurisdiction is more of the Lord's Alliance. He is an administrator for the City Watch. It's a bureaucratic position. He's never held a sword in his life. But that doesn't stop him from interfering in things. He's more interested in quick, easy solutions that keep the masses pacified than actually solving problems.
It seems like a plan. Any objections, team?
No objections here. Captain Russ, I would encourage you to reach out to a herbalist named Gizlo. Perhaps he and you could form some type of alliance to defend yourself from more of the dangers that may approach.
Thank you. I'll look into that. I appreciate the information.
Well, if we have nothing else further to do, then I bid you good day and good luck.
Very well. The farm is just a little bit north of the Troll Gate. The woman there is named Edith Sanders. Just tell her that Russ Caraway sent you. She'll know what to do.
Norbog, before he goes, do you think he should find a way to let the others at the Avalon Knights Academy know what's going on?
I mean, he said he was going to come back with paperwork. I know what to do with that. Have him send it to Headmistress Gilbetta fucking not. That'll stall him for a good long while.
Very well. I'll see that he sends it back there. I can only imagine what she'll send back.
Oh, she probably will send nothing back, or it will be 3 months from now, and hopefully it'll buy us enough time to get in and out and solve the problem.
That is not surprising from the impression I got when I met her. But thank you. My guards will escort you out of the north gate. From there, I can point you in the right direction to get to Edith's farm.
Just to be sure, are these your most trusted guards?
Yes. These are not members of the Gatewatch. I handpicked these men for my patrols. Very well. I hope when we meet again, it will be under more pleasant circumstances.
Likewise.
I shall also say that I do not believe the things that they say about adventurers. My experience, they have been more heroic than most common folk.
Thank you for that.
My pleasure. Just don't prove me wrong. And he has his men escort you out.
So wait, so let me make sure I understood the plan that he just said to us.
Yep.
We go out the gate, stay at the farm tonight.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we come back and look at the gate and wait for lanterns to be lit?
Watch for the signal.
At the tower that's back at the gate here.
No, it's at the Troll Gate. You can see it from the farm.
So Troll Gate, North Gate, different places.
Yes.
That I was confused. Okay.
No problem.
Great.
Troll
Okay.
Gate, right here.
I
North Gate,
thought. Okay. Gotcha.
No
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
And the
Big
farm
brain.
is right now.
Got it. Incredible. Okay.
All right.
We're all on the same page.
No problem. Geography. Right. It's important to have everything laid out.
Listen,
All right.
it was my worst subject in school.
That's fine. Got you. All right. So, his men escort you out to the high road and kind of point across the field to this farm that you can see off in the distance and leave you guys to go. You head to the farm.
Yes.
It's a bit of a long walk across the fields. It's wide open, breezy. There's occasionally the kind of scattered camp. You see some scattered campfires and the occasional haphazard tent pitched. People just kind of like hanging out outside the city, or you can only imagine various reasons. There's a cat crying in the distance. Who doesn't actually want outside because it's raining. But anyways.
He doesn't know.
He does know. I showed him twice at the break. Anyway. As you travel along, you come up to this farm. It's a kind of a simple farmhouse, a large place, and there's just a little farmhouse there. Do you want to come up and knock on the door? Yeah.
Yep. Lyra's gonna just straight up stroll forward.
Who is it? All right, who is it? I don't want to sell any food to anyone today. What's...
And I like panic because I forgot the lady's name. Nick, did you write down the lady's name?
It's Edith Sanders.
Hi, is this Edith Sanders?
Yeah, are you selling something?
No, but we are friends with Rust and he sent us here.
Oh, Rust Caraway. He's still a fine specimen of an old man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry.
Ah, well then, if you're friends of Russ, come on in. I've got a couple of birds in the oven. We can all have a piece.
Thank you for your hospitality, ma'am.
And she opens up the door, and she's wearing kind of common clothes. There's an apron with a couple gardening implements in it, and she's got a big kind of sun hat with a large flower in it as well. Come inside, have a seat. Dark and terrible out.
I head right in and look for a really comfy chair.
And it's very cozy. There's a lot of strange items in this house. It looks like Edith collects a lot of knickknacks and all kinds of things. They're just all over the place. Shelves and shelves of them. And then, like, stacks of all kind of stuff. There's cat hair everywhere now. Okay.
Edith has cats?
Yeah, sure.
Come on.
That's what I heard.
Edith has cats.
Edith has cats.
She's got knickknacks.
Crazy cat lady.
Knickknacks and cats, and there's a lot of roosters, carved
there's
roosters
a song
all
in
over
here
the
somewhere.
place.
Knickknacks,
carved
cats.
Carved roosters, quilts, all that kind of thing. You know, like old farm lady stuff.
I love her.
Like, I'll have a seat before the birds get cold. And she goes and puts on grabs some cloths and pulls out some pots and sets them on the table and kind of pours out for everybody some fresh stewed chicken. So you're all friends of Russ's then?
Yes, we met briefly after another attack on the city.
Oh, terrible business that. They know better than to come to my farm and mess with me, though.
Yes, of course.
I know I may seem like a batty old lady, but I was a powerful wizard in my day.
Bianca's a wizard, too.
Oh, I see. What school of magic did you learn, dearie?
I focus. Well, so I've learned other kinds of. I dabble a little bit in all of the schools, but bladesing is my focus.
Yes, dabbling is good. Don't let them pigeonhole you. All those people up in their high towers and black staffs and all those try to get you to specialize in one particular kind of magic. How boring, I say.
Yeah, it's like trying to focus on one particular style of music. You gotta have reggae and rap and all the kinds of ballads. That smells really good.
Those are the three types of music. Yes.
New Bard College has just dropped.
Yeah.
God, ballads, reggae, and rap. That's it. Those are the three.
Those are the ones.
No.
Combine.
There's
ballads could be anything.
Hip hop and And I gotta do some country every once in a while, you know, get that twang on. Continue eating.
You're a colorful bunch. I think I like you.
I must say, your garden and your agricultural skills, they are quite amazing.
Ah, I'm glad you noticed. I spent a few years with the Emerald Enclave. They taught me a few things you can't learn at wizard school.
I was once told to visit the Emerald Enclave. I'd have to remember that.
They're pretty good. A little bit stuffy over there too, but they know how to party. Well, you have a really good night ahead of you if you get a couple druids and some really good wine.
Well, I hope to one day visit them and maybe perhaps attain the skills that you have here.
Looking to develop your green thumb. Are you a gardener as well?
I spend a lot of time in nature under the beautiful light that Lord Sylvanas has shone down upon me. You see, there's nothing like sitting in...
Honey, you can just say yes. You can just say yes, honey. It's fine.
I just wanted to share my photosynthesis experience.
Oh, my boy, you'll never use one word when 20 will do, will you? Okay, it's fine. You just say yes. It's okay. We don't... When I need a speech, I'll call you.
When you need to hit a word count, you call up Nick.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to be concise, is all I'm saying.
I will marinate into the soil with your kind words.
Oh, you got there quicker than I expected. Good. So...
But of course, just like, you know, the schools of magic, of circles for druids are also so vast. So there's so much to focus on besides just the plans.
Precisely. Never stop learning and never stop growing. That's how they try to keep you down, you know. The whole world is yours. Magic is made to do whatever you wish with it. Experiment. Play with it. Don't let people pin you down with their rules.
Exactly.
Well then, eat up. I have plenty of quilts. A little short on beds, so you'll have to sleep above the couches. Careful not to touch anything. Some of the artifacts are still cursed.
Incredible.
All right. So, if you need anything, simply ask. I'm going to go tend to a few things in my study.
Yes. Do you have any beginner books for maybe gardening skills?
Oh, goodness. In a book of gardening. Let me check. I'll go through my study for you, young man, and I'll find one. How about that?
Before you go, is it okay if I use some of your blankets, perhaps?
Oh, absolutely. Wrap yourself up in as many as you need. There's usually 2 or 3 in a pile. I quilt to keep my mind steady.
Thank you. And Lairah's gonna like go wherever the blankets are and just wrap herself in like 2. It's been a long day.
You know, Nick, if you're interested in gardening, when we get back to the keep, you should talk to my dad. He's the best gardener I know. It's not magical either. He's just got a pure knack for it.
And that is good?
Well, I think my dad is good. Yeah. He didn't always used to be, but he's real good now.
Dad is good.
No, Dad is good.
I'll add a question mark. Good. Okay, a period. All right. You know, usually when Lairah says a period, it means good things. So I will include that into my notes here.
Yes,
he had growth, just like a tree blessed by Sylvanas. So that, yeah? Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Nailed it.
That indeed is a powerful tree.
I've been meaning to ask Norbog, is that how you have had also flowers? Notice flower. And by point to my flower and then point back at Norbog's flowers.
Oh, I mean, sort of. It's a little weird. I definitely got some of my gardening skills from him, but then I can also sometimes do stuff like this. She closes her eyes and snaps her finger, and a bunch of rose petals just burst through the air as she casts Druidcraft, despite not being a druid whatsoever and having no magical skills to speak of. Sometimes that just happens.
You hear from another room. Me devil weed's growing out of control.
Whoops. I don't really know. Maybe one of these days I'll go over to Golden Fields or the Emerald place and ask. I don't really know how it works. I know how to hit things, don't know how to do magic, but flowers are real pretty, so don't have to know how to do it to appreciate it.
It's true. I'm kind of the opposite. I want to hit things, but my family plants. So it's interesting to meet someone who's the opposite.
I think maybe you came to the right place then, because Avalon Knights Academy, we've learned that you can do both.
Yeah,
Norbog, I must commend you, for this is probably the nicest you've been to us in a long, long time of this adventure we've had thus far. So I wholeheartedly appreciate your words and your encouragement.
Thank you. Thank you. Norbog feels like she has just been insulted, but isn't quite clever enough to put it together. Thank you. And I will craft a little. I'll druid craft a little daisy for him and give Ginnick a daisy. Do I get a plus? I think I got a plus, guys.
I think she deserves a plus.
I added
Also,
3.
It's given me points. Am I the administrator of the points? Do I not get points?
Oh, you have absolutely. You have been taking charge, and that is an immense amount of that's 7 points just off the bat. You handled that Cyrus guy, and you showed me the amazing capabilities of your wolf form, while also utilizing magic to lift yourself onto the roof. And the careful watch. You are the true eye of our group so far.
Lairah is gonna she can't vocalize anything. She's gonna sniffle into the blankets that she has. Thanks.
I just bow my head.
Bianca's over by the window, sort of looking out. So are we staying here for the evening? Are we staying here just for lunch? What?
So I'm probably unconscious by now, but before I fall asleep, I imagine Lairah, I'm actually hoping Lairah sat on the same couch that I'm on, and she's all cuddled up in those blankets. And I didn't want to impose on her, but I scoop my toes underneath her blankets and try and get some of the warmth on my toes. And what little food I have left over, which is just crumbs, I roll them together and prestidigitation them into smelling and tasting like cat treats, and just put some on my chest, hoping that cats will come purr on my chest while I sleep.
Yes. Yes, Angelo gets some blanket.
Every time you look at Angelo, there's more cats. It's like you look and then you look away and you look back and there's 3.
Evan, perfection.
But yes, I think we should stay here for the evening. We've been through a lot, and
That's
Angelo
what
here.
Carrie said, too.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead about Angelo.
Yeah, Angelo's clearly been through a lot. We need to rest, so I'm all for staying here and not paying for an inn.
As Angelo's resting, I walk over with my book and I go, Angelo, You don't have to wake up. I just want you to know we achieved another goal. Stayed alive.
Angela can't respond, but I think that's the sweetest thing ever.
So, what do you guys do for the night? Do you just eat and find a comfortable place and go to sleep? Anybody have plans?
Yes, or at least I would like to do that, but also ask permission to see if there's anything in the study that might be interesting.
I'll tag along on that. She's just like following. She's just like standing there with like a book in her hands, just like off Lairah's shoulders, like yeah.
Did someone say books?
Yeah, I'm going outside to sit like not on or any of the crops, but just like around them, and I'm just like looking at the moon and just kind of just taking it in.
All right.
Angela will now have my 2 blankets, but we adjusted it so the cats can still be on.
Angela's in like a 7-layer cat blanket sandwich.
The cat lasagna.
Yeah, the cat lasagna.
If this is 1 point of exhaustion, I don't want to know what happens with 2 and 3.
Cat,
and there's more.
Style. Okay. So Lairah and Bianca, if you make your way to the study, there is a closed door, and the door actually has the face of an owl on it.
I get it.
Kind of carved in wood.
Yeah, because owls are, smart. I'm just laughing at my own joke a little bit, hoping Bianca.
Owls.
The door responds?
Yeah, you reach for the door, and the door goes, whoo!
Lairah? Oh, was that not
who's Lairah?
Well, Lyra's me, of course.
And the face on the door extends out. Almost like gets up in your face. Well, I've never seen you before. Ooh.
Well, I am a guest. I am new here.
Oh, do you want to be friends?
Sure, why not?
And it like snakes around you. Not touching, but like loops around you with the creaking sound of wood. Oh boy!
What's your name?
I'm Hoots.
Nice to meet you, Hoots.
Hoots, stop bugging the guests. Oh, I was just making friends.
This is not the first nor the last time that Lairah makes friends with like a weird flying tiny creature or just weird creature.
It like snakes back into the door, and the door opens.
Well, thank you, Hoots, and walk in.
She never lets me have any fun. See you later, friend. Woo!
Bye.
As you step into the study, there's just tons of books, and the knickknacks in here definitely feel more magical in nature. There's a lot of things, a lot of talismans and figures and arcane focuses all set about this place. Unusual bags and bottles. There's an alchemy set, and there's this large kind of pillow bed that is pretty sloppily laid out with books laying open all over the place. Well, come on in. What can I do for you?
I just turn my body towards Bianca, because clearly I think she wants the books more than I do.
Well, I have been thinking about studying alchemical processes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Brewing. And things like that. Do you have books about that?
Just okay. So you would like a book about alchemy?
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't that easier?
We're working on talking. It's a work in progress.
That's fine. I can see it's not your forte. A bit of a shy one, isn't she?
Yeah.
That's all right. I was very shy in magic school as well until I got expelled that one time. But anyways, alchemy. Are you looking for the basics or are you looking for something more advanced?
If you have things about both, I would be interested in the full scope.
The full scope. I see. A bit of a Rhodes Scholar. Very well. She pulls out a heavy tome. It's about this thick. Kind of sets it on a table with a heavy. Probably not very good for travel.
Just some light reading for the evening. Thank you. And she's just gonna grab it and walk away.
It's super heavy. It's like both hands and like.
Great.
Okay, well, return it when you're done. If you'd like to hold on to it for longer, just let me know. Always good to help young minds grow. But be careful in chapter 12.
Thank you. I'll immediately look to the index and what chapter 12 is about.
Chapter 12 is titled Mad Mixables.
Oh no. I'm mostly interested in anything to do with healing potions and or also possibly some poison type things. So that's what I'm going to be looking for.
Fairly early on.
I'm going to spend my time reading that, learning some things.
All right. And as Bianca stumbles out with her heavy, heavy book, Edith goes ahead and grabs another book that seems to be, it seems like the spine of the book is the branch of a tree, and it appears to be scaled in bark. It's like, here, this is for your other friend. And hands it off to Lairah. This should help him with his green thumb issues.
Thank you. I was wondering if you had any books or things on like leadership or tactics.
I'm sorry, dearie. It's not really my forte. I live alone on a farm outside the city. I don't really interact with a lot of people. Although that Russ, haha, I'd let him stay for a few nights, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. I understand. Are there any books? Actually, I just really want a book, to be honest. Something to take my mind off of things.
Something to take your mind off. Having a bit of trouble, then.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, I may not have any books on the subject, but I've got a lot of experience. Do you want to talk about it?
If that's okay with you, I don't want to be a burden. I mean, we just met, but...
My dear, I'm practically starved for attention. Please tell me. What is bothering you?
Okay. Well... So, of course, you know that we are a group of adventurers, and I and my companion, who is now resting and is a cat lasagna in your living room, we're in charge of these people, and I am finding myself missing my old team, and I don't know how to be a leader. I just don't.
Well, why don't we start with the basics? What are your friends' strengths? What are they best at?
Well, we have Norbog. She's not technically a part of our team, but she's definitely by far the strongest. Really, really good with her weapons. Very, very tanky. Really cool too.
Striker.
Yeah. Then we have Angelo. He's our bard, but he also has a sword, so kind of does a little bit of both. He's really awesome. And that's a drum. And then we have Bianca, like you just met. I'm not really good with books myself. I don't even know why I'm here, but I do think she's a lot of potential. Just straight up, just magic. It's amazing, really. Rambles on a little bit about that. And then Yannick, he's also a fellow druid, but very, very passionate about what he does. Maybe a little bit too much for some people, but very, very good at the strongest shillelagh that I've ever seen. And I grew up with an entire clan of druids. Your shillelagh was like pop, pop, pop. But this shillelagh is amazing. But yeah.
And what are you good at?
I can turn into animals. Yeah, I kind of prefer that.
Oh, my dear. I can see that you're having trouble fitting in as far as what your role is and what to do. But think about your friends and their strengths and let them do their thing. Sometimes part of leading is just going to the place and trusting everyone to take care of things. And in the end, sometimes planning just falls apart and you have to do whatever you can in the moment.
Yeah, we definitely run into that. A little bit more than we should. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
No problem. If I were to do anything, I would find a goal. Set a point in the distance. And tell your team you need to get there. Then you're all looking in the same direction. The best I can offer, I'm afraid.
I really appreciate it. I think I should go check on the rest of my team, but thank you.
No problem. I can tell that you want to protect them. Sometimes that's enough for a good leader.
Yeah, more than anything.
Well, you're safe here as long as you stay. But go check on your friends. I have some potions to make myself. All right. And unless you guys have any other interactions with each other, you all get a nice rest.
You might even say a long rest.
Yes, a long rest. You have a long rest.
We love that. Love that for us.
Good old long rest.
Good old long rest. You're fully recovered. And while it's still dark out, just before the dawn, 2 lanterns are lit above the troll gate, signaling you that the caravan that has dropped off the unusual substance has departed and is headed your way. What are you going to do?
Well, imagine I'm still outside, even though it's late and we're resting. So I burst through the door, just super loud. The lanterns are lit. The 2 lanterns in the highest tower of Trollgate have been lit, and that is the signal for us.
Passes the door.
Cats disperse in various directions.
Yeah. So I guess it's time to go to the to there. Lairah's still waking up.
Do we want to try and get them to hire us, or are we leaning more towards just following them?
Usually, I'm not a fan of deception and sneaking, but for we do not know the contents of their character, we should maybe perhaps follow softly and quietly behind them.
I think we're not really lying. We are mercenaries, so I think we go with the original plan. And like Captain said, if they don't hire us, they don't hire us. We follow them anyway. But at least we got a plan. A and B.
Why would they hire us? Are we going to jump out in front of them and say, hire us so you can be protected by, from forces like us along the road, and if you say no, we'll attack you? And
Well, kind of, yeah.
Well,
You're right.
I would that if we go and they just say no, thank you. What some plan of action there that seems like a very flat offer.
Well, first of all, you're right. We should have definitely made some signs or something. I don't know, like could have had a logo, like AKA, I don't know. You're right. That's fine. Either way, like we just said, if they say no thank you, I mean, no means no.
We can
and then we just follow them.
But yeah,
I have passed without trace, and this knowledge will allow us to follow them being super sneaky.
Bianca likes sneaky.
I would just prefer it from the get-go, but I assume that
That's because you're not a risk taker. You don't want to have conversations, and now I'm demanding that you take the lead on having this conversation.
That seems like a terrible idea.
It is quite charming to see you rejuvenized and energized. You are now no longer exhausted. It is amazing to see such vigor and spirits bursting out of you. I've missed it.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Your shoulder really helped. It was super comfy. And my toes were so warm, Lairah. Thank you.
So, the cart is approaching the house.
I push Bianca.
No! Oh, God.
The cart slows next to you, Bianca.
Are we just out in front of the cart now? Just like in the road? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
There are two hooded figures driving the cart. The horses have feed bags attached to them.
Someone pick evens or odds for me, just real quick.
Okay.
No one say anything. Make her choose on her own.
No, God damn it. No. I need someone. I just needed to, just that one thing.
Odds.
Odds? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it's gonna be...
Okay.
It's difficult to see their
Bianca.
faces. The two hooded figures have their cloaks pulled down low.
Okay, before we kind of got out, we all got on her face a little bit. She's like, okay. I guess she'll just like stand there and like wait for them to come up.
They do not get off the cart.
No. It's like the cart to come up and
Okay, yeah, it comes up to you and stops.
And I'm gonna go behind and just pat Bianca on the back, say you got this, and give her guidance.
Well met, travelers. Hello. We saw you from a ways off, me and my group, and we noticed a significant lack of protection, as it were, for you and your cart. And we are such people that sort of focus and are well trained in the arts of protection.
This
Yes.
is the best sales pitch.
If only we made the signs.
Oh my god.
We're gonna die.
So, what I'm saying is, we are offering our services to you, if you would like them. I'm quite vulnerable.
Silence. They're silent and they're motionless.
Okay. Well, she won't move. She'll just stare at them. She'll just stand there.
And eventually, the two heads turn to each other and then come back. And they say together in a low voice,
Hate it. Nope.
"Stand aside."
Bianca is going to put her hand on her sword and go, I don't think you're understanding me. You need protection on this road.
They turn to each other again and turn back. And in unison, they say in their deep voice, "Stand aside or you will be moved."
I will not move.
In an act of solidarity, Lairah is going to go behind Bianca as a, well, I don't know what her biggest thing is. I'll say it's the bear. Yeah, turns into a bear. And I don't know, the bear sounds.
Yeah, bear.
Add pizzazz to the intimidation.
I'm very confused why you just turned into a bear. I was not aware we were intimidating. I am kind of grumpy that we're not being charismatic. I kind of come out and I'm like, oh hey, nobody needs to be moved here.
Intimidation is a charisma skill.
It's a different kind of charisma.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll step back. Maybe just tell them how much we cost.
I don't know.
We're really
Why
cheap.
you send her this poor bean out unprepared?
It's like, "Bianca, tell them about our great prices."
Fucking Bianca.
Tell them about the travel months.
-1 charisma. No proficiencies in charisma skills.
This is the most
Bianca, tell
entertaining
them about the
fail.
balloons.
God.
I want to check to see maybe like if they're of the living. The way that they're speaking together in unison, like I'm assuming it's the same voice, and I wanna try to like investigate maybe.
All right.
What would you like?
If you're trying to determine if there's anything perhaps like magical about them, like they're not actually people.
Yeah, I feel like they're being controlled.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Ooh. There is magic afoot in these two individuals.
For people watching, you got a nat 20.
Yeah, I got a nat 20 by the way. Second warning. Remove yourself or you will be moved.
There's something unnatural about them. They are being controlled. There is a magical presence, you guys.
I drop magical awareness. What's the spell or school of magic or any magical items within 60 feet, Puck?
These are animated creatures.
Yeah, they're animated creatures. What school of magic is that? Or what type? Or
I don't know.
never mind.
One of them.
Are there any magical items in the cart? Because that would ding items too.
Not currently, no.
Okay. But yeah, you're right, Gnick, they're fake.
Are there any other like this cart you said was a covered cart, or is it what does it look like?
It's a canvas covered cart. It's sealed up in the back. Okay. And you can't see into it from the front, and there's just the front seating that the two figures are set in.
Does it look like there's any sort of like hiding place or like latches or anything on it?
Not that you can discern from the angle that you're looking at it.
Okay.
Keep in mind, there's two horses between you and this cart.
That's fair.
I think
the mastermind secretly the horses.
we should let them pass and let them go about their business. For we also have
yourselves.
Grumpy bear noises, and I move.
Remember, everyone, no means no. Let's come. Okay, they don't want our special pricing.
Our
It's
mistake.
all right.
Our mistake.
Good day.
Great job, Bianca.
Bianca
Oh God.
and Lairah, I want you to do a perception check.
22.
13. No, yeah, 13.
Okay. Lairah, as these two figures move past and the dawn's light comes over the horizon, there is light reflecting off of their faces.
Do I know what that signifies?
It looks like their faces are made of metal.
Like the special metal, or
Like metal.
okay, cool. Well, I'll be out of bear form and relay this to everyone else waiting on the porch.
They gone
So
away.
they're made out of metal.
After you get out of
And-
their way, they head on their path.
How long
I try
do you
and see
think we
into the
should
back
wait?
of it as they leave.
You try to reach into the back of the cart?
No, not reach into it. Just see. I just want to look.
Okay. I was gonna say, are you touching
Can't do
this
this
cart?
again.
No, I just want to look. I just want to see. I just want to get that angle.
The canvas flaps in the wind. It appears to be empty.
Are the metal people the friends? Okay. Is it an illusion?
Maybe they're just warforged. Either way,
Gotta
we
do your thingy.
How long do we want to wait before we follow?
Nick, what's the sneaky thingy? I forget. Do the sneaky thingy.
And then I go ahead and pass without trace. May the shadow of Lord Sylvanas' oak tree blind us from the eye of our foes. And cast.
All right. You throw it past with a trace, and Edith walks out of the front door. So what are we dealing with?
Animated metal guys?
Ah,
very
figured
sus.
as much. Okay, you'll need these. And she hands 2 scrolls to you guys.
Scrolls, you say?
Hands over the scrolls. She says, it's dispel magic. They're high enough level. If you can get them off, it should make the things go limp. Then from there, you use these. And she hands over 2 reflective stones. These are illusion stones. Reflect in them what you want to become, and then place it in your pocket. The magic lasts for about 3 hours. It'll make you look like whatever you put it to reflect.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Good luck out there, kids. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I promptly give my stone to Lairah. I can become anything I want, and I don't want to think things and then just sit in my pocket. Please take the thing.
Yeah, sure. I will be your new holder of things.
Thank you.
Good luck out there. The mire of dead men is not for the faint of heart. Oh. I've also prepared a cart and some horses for you. Bit of a favor for old Russ.
Wow. That's a lot better than I was expecting. I thought we were going to have to go on foot.
No, Russ takes care of people who have the good intentions. He's a kind old man. It's a shame his farm's practically gone to ruin since he's been away.
I just think you should really ask him out instead of all these passive gestures. I bet you he'd say yes.
Oh, young man, you think I haven't tried? He says I'm too wild for him. He needs to settle down.
Wild is great. I'll put in a good word for you when we get back.
See to it that you do. In the meantime, I'll be hoping for your safe travels and your safe return.
Do you need anything? Oh, sorry, Norbog.
No, your company was quite enough. Thank you.
You haven't seen any hobgoblins recently or passing through? I know it's a long shot a bit this close to Waterdeep, but...
I heard word that a warband had taken up residence out in the mire. They had taken over an old keep used by astrologers. If I were to check anywhere, I would try there.
Thank you. It's more than I had before.
No problem. Well, good luck, adventurers. Thank you for the company, and thank you for petting my cats. And she sets you guys up and sends you on your way. And as the team's cart travels, slowly trailing behind the other cart, one of the metal men in one of the carts ahead of you guys, pulls his arm up and it flips over into a spell book. Compartment opens up. And he casts message. And he reports a disturbance on the coastway. We're going to end right there for today. Thank you all for watching.
I like how we all were like, let's be stealthy, and then we're like, but a cart though. Who wants to walk?
The stealth can still fit around the cart. You also have been given a way to disable the drivers. Wow.
Yes. Which is important.
Yes. So we will continue our adventure next week. Thank you again so much to my incredible players. Thank you to our incredible audience and the cool people that come to raid us. Thank you so much for that. And thanks you to our patrons, all the likes and subscribes and favorites and everything. Thank you to our cool producer. And, thanks everybody for watching, because there's no show without you guys, and we appreciate whatever you come out. Thanks for watching our unfolding intrigue here, and tune in next week to watch it continue. So stay tuned for our own raid. And until next time, class dismissed.
It's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't?
No, we won't.
You guys just don't?
No, we don't.
follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do. There was adventure, but you guys wouldn't venture. Instead you said the mountains looked real nice. Middle of winter, you went to the hinter, lands of permafrost and frozen ice. You hid from every danger, you wizard, rogue, and ranger, and found the perfect valley for your quest. In the lands of no